We're live.
We're live. I don't know if people can hear you. I hope people can hear me.
Let us know.
Sorry, we're a little fucking shook right now because the NLCS just ended. We're not a baseball thing. Fuck baseball. Baseball's boring. Just kidding. David, not David. Carl, my best friend and
Of all time.
pal. How are you feeling?
Got the dub.
Oh, we're going back to football. Nothing about
Not paying any mind to it. Not literally not giving it 1 second of my time.
Should we just be like, I thought baseball was over? Like,
It literally was done. Like,
you should just be like, did you see this commercial?
done like
Not a
3
commercial.
weeks ago.
Did you see a TikTok of like these two white girls and they're like, we should just buy Gushers instead of buying
literally,
because
God
have
puts
grapes.
situations in your life that you don't have to get the grape.
You think we should do that and just be like, baseball's still going on?
There's tweets that you see that are like a blue team in baseball that we don't have to look at.
I thought baseball was over.
Yeah.
All right, well.
But wait, tell
welcome
me
in,
how you
guys.
really feel.
Oh, I don't really want to. I'm going to take the Carl route. I'm not going to pay attention to it.
Done.
Baseball is dumb.
Let's talk football, baby.
Go Rays.
Oh.
Let's talk football, though. Did you bet this weekend? Poor boy.
I'm not you, and I don't make dumb bets.
Well, I actually won that bet that you're referring to.
Well, no,
But
I'm saying in
lose.
general.
I did lose a bet betting on the Rams.
That was a virgin
I'm
bet.
sorry.
I put Rams by a Billy. I thought Rams were going to win by a Billy.
I apologize.
So if you guys do bet, we've got sports pretty much back every day now. Almost too much sports, actually. I can't watch everything at once. If you want to support the 12-ounce sports team, what was that?
You know what it was.
Nice. If you want to support the 12-ounce sports team, there's an easy way to get back in the action. 12-ounce sports is going to hook you up with a crazy deal when you sign up with mybookie.ag. Do you like money? You like money?
Love it.
I don't think Carl does. When you make that first deposit on mybookie.ag, they will match your first deposit. First deposit only, no fucking sloppy seconds. First deposit up to $1,000. If you deposit $500, you get $500. $999, you get $999. $666, you get $666. Anything that you get, anything that you deposit, you're getting back. So they're gonna match it. They're gonna match the same energy, and that's promo code 12OZ Sports. So like a can of beer, 12-ounce sports, all caps, no spaces. And when you sign up, make sure to check for your free match deposit, whatever you want to call it. So you deposit $1, they'll give you $1. And also remember, always gamble responsibly.
Isn't that kind of like, that's like an ironic statement? Because
I
like
think it's like the cigarettes.
gambling is like an irresponsible act. Like it's literally a gamble. So
Literally.
But it's fun.
I get anxiety when I see the Instagram pages of like the gamblers. Like that's all they do.
well,
Because how do you eat?
ironically, like today, I think someone put like 50 grand on the Lions,
Damn.
and
Was it the Barstool Sportsbook?
yeah, I think it was that, and it actually like came through.
Paid off.
So I think it was like bet 50,000 and win like 47,000 or something. And for some strange, who knows why reason, okay, there are 3 of like the greatest mysteries in American history, right? First one, definitely JFK, who killed them, the whole situation. Mm-hmm. Second one, aliens. Do they exist? To what capacity? Do they live here? Whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 solid points.
Third one, why can't the Lions hold a 2-score lead?
That one's solved.
And today they solved that one.
Man, I mean, both of us beat up on the Jaguars. Another, also ironically enough, another king of the jungle, which the Jaguar would be a king of the jungle. And
True.
Hat Heat 6 is actually a Jaguars fan.
But I don't like
But not
that
really.
today Hat Heat 6 said, Carl, we got you next week, huh? And I said, who do you like? And he said, the Jaguars. And I said, hey, Hat Heat 6, that was today.
We just beat your ass.
And he
I
said,
also asked him why, and he had no answer.
and then he did
I know why.
he did the certain player on the certain team that we're not talking about face, and he went,
Oh, when did the cardboard cutouts? Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, that was today, Hat Heat
So
6.
Hat Heat 6 actually likes the Jaguars because, I think, I might be wrong, feel free to correct me, but Jalen Ramsey was drafted by the Jaguars. And I think his first year in the league, he just was a fucking meme.
Got it.
You remember his altercation with Steve Smith?
Came up to me after
He
the game.
came up to me, and I think ever since then we just it's been laughable.
I want to ask Monica because
AJ Green's ass got beat.
no, AJ fucked him up.
No, but
Well, real quick, don't base it off of tonight's game, but we'll welcome you to the Rams family if you want to come.
I just so I have like a few Rams homies, and I asked them today.
Keep passing the black tape.
I was like, "Yo, if Jalen Ramsey wasn't on your team, like you probably wouldn't like him, huh? Like he's like I was watching that game. He talked shit after every single play, like literally every play, like gain of 6, and he pushed him out of bounds. Yeah, bitch, get the fuck out of bounds. It's like I think he's cool. I think his energy is tight, you know. Especially you don't really see that as a corner because it's like the corners are they're flashy and shit.
But
Deion
like Sanders doesn't tackle.
They don't want to fucking bang. And Jalen literally sticks his head in there every time.
He has to be,
but yeah, I mean
he has to be one of the guys that like if you want him on your team and you don't want to play against.
He's Carlos Correa. I know baseball's over, but
yeah. And I think he went and his alma mater, Florida State, is just. You know, who knows what's going on over there.
Sometimes he does get a little much, like you're saying, like a little cocky. But I was looking, I can't even remember off the top of my head, but he's really young.
He's like 25.
Yeah, he's like 25, 24, so I get it.
It's a very underrated position in the league. Like to have, I think we said this before, to have a lockdown corner, Revis in his prime, Champ Bailey, fucking prime.
Namdi Asamoah.
He's actor now.
What?
He's an actor now.
No, I heard you. I just didn't register.
I know. And I think having a lockdown corner is just one of those things where if you have one on your team, like, I don't know, do you take it for granted? Because, like,
I don't take it for granted because he makes big plays. He makes good tackles. We paid him a shit ton of money, so he better.
And he locks up the number one guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you never have to be playing the Falcons. You know, they suck anyways, but you just got to cover Julio Jones. And it's like,
yeah,
you could go toe-to-toe with those guys. I guess the biggest news this week is Le'Veon Bell going to the Chiefs. Kevin Durant of the NFL, basically. Is just, I mean, get your ring, you know what I mean? But
so pussy, though.
That was like the biggest news of the week.
It definitely was. I think it was like the main news of the week, too.
It was a really slow weekend.
It's funny how it's like who, the Thanos meme is going around. It's like Mahomes' face on Thanos' head, and then he has his Infinity Gauntlet, and it's like Kelsey, Tyreek, Mecole Hardman,
and Bell,
and then the last stone is like taking
Bell.
out Vision's head,
who is also the Jets,
and he's putting it on the gauntlet, right? And it's like I understand the reference is a very good reference for all the Marvel heads out there, but at the same time, it's like offense isn't the problem. Like,
true.
If anything is a question mark, it's the defense sometimes, you know.
Well, did they lose? I don't think they lost. They lost it, right?
They did. They lost to
the
Raiders.
Oh, okay. That's. I mean, if it's kind of weird to see them almost like kind of press the pan. I mean, it's not really a panic move, but it's like maybe they're not liking what they're getting from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
But
you know what I mean,
I also think
they didn't like losing.
He's small as fuck.
No, but I really think it was like I think Le'Veon did like a 2 a.m. after the club, he didn't get no pussy, are you up text? Because they signed him to a $1 million deal, like $1 million base, and it's just like an incentive base.
It's really no
skin. With the Chiefs, that's what it is?
Really no skin with the Chiefs back.
100%.
Like, it's just, okay, we're losing a pair of workout shorts and
pocket change.
It's like a rental, and it's like, if the rental doesn't work, we have...
And he doesn't need it. He made $28 million with the Jets.
He's fine, you know? The Jets are...
18 games.
Speaking of the Jets, they're just a fucking dumpster fire.
No one gets shut out in the NFL anymore. Even the Bengals played the Ravens. They put up 3. We got to speak about that. Add that because I think the Ravens coach is being a little bitch.
Okay.
The Jets getting shut out is just. I know they got Flacco. Like he's essentially done, right? But to get shut out is just. You can't do that in the NFL. Like some moves have to be made. Bengals lost by 4, and everyone's calling for the head coach's job. I know everyone's calling for Gase's job, but it doesn't seem like anything's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Or, like, when do you think he's getting fired? We got to put an over-under on that.
If they lose again, it depends when their bye is. I don't know if they have a bye kind of soon. He's probably gone after the bye. That's my guess.
Mid-season fires. Like, we got to talk about... did we talk about them last week a little bit?
We talked about a few because there was several. Yeah, we did.
Well, then I think Dan Quinn happened after that, too. Or did it happen at the same time?
It happened the same time.
I don't know.
We touched base on all of it. Yeah.
Before. Okay, big week. No Thursday night football, obviously. We didn't talk about Buffalo versus Tennessee, right?
We did not.
Okay, let's not. And then the first game. Okay, so then I guess no games this week.
I think we should touch it a little bit. I mean, I know they played again today, but...
Well, I just don't want to make this a fucking Titans... Locked on Titans.
No, I know, but I think the biggest takeaway from that is like everyone that's throating Josh Allen's fucking nutsack,
Okay,
relax.
that's fair. Maybe we should pump the brakes on the
Chill the
Josh
fuck
Allen
out.
train.
Like I know it's easy to get caught in the hype, but it's like, dude, it was 4 games, and he played against like his best opponent was the Rams, and he probably should have lost that game had it not been for a bullshit PI.
Correct. Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
with
like-
you.
And it's like, okay, you need to fucking take it down a notch, and then you play a real opponent and you get exposed.
So his
And you got demolished.
Yeah, like violated.
So his MVP campaign was like here, and it went like this, right?
And now it's
it
down.
went, like kind of flattened out. Kyler Murray was like up here, and then up, and like kind of seems to like gone down. I know the Cardinals play tomorrow, but they're not terrible.
We got 2 games tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Cowboys, Arizona,
And then
Chiefs,
Bills. Ironic.
Ironically enough, Bell and Josh Allen, what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Let's get into the games this morning.
I have
Or
a
is there
theory.
anything else we should?
No, I have like a theory.
I got something.
I have like a theory about Josh Allen and why he gets so much attention.
Okay.
Might ruffle some feathers. Not meant to,
He's white.
but okay. Thank you. So
He's just white.
I think he essentially plays like a black quarterback, but he's a white guy.
Like Cam Newton, kind of.
He's like Cam Newton. He's like Mahomes. He does the things that all the like pretty good black quarterbacks do, but he's just a white guy.
As to where Darnold and Baker play more traditional.
Or like his football
even though
IQ.
Baker can fucking,
His football IQ is through the roof. He's such a gritty competitor, and it's
even though
like,
Baker fucking.
yeah, Baker's another story. But like, yeah, he's like, he's not like a gritty competitor. He's not gonna beat you with his brain. He's not like traditional pocket
I think
passer.
he has that too, but
He's literally
I get
like,
what you're
but
saying,
I literally think he's all the excitement, all of the flair, all of like the oh my god plays that a
Tyler Hero.
quarterback brings you.
Yeah.
Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good analogy.
Yeah.
I mean, very good analogy. Like, he's just, I don't know. I think
his girl kind of far too.
not kinda. Very.
We're sliding
Wait,
far.
wait, Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was just got
Tyler
lost
Hero.
with
Gotcha,
Katia. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just kind of like, and we don't really. Who was the last one that we really saw that was just like running? I mean, it was maybe Baker when he first came out, right? Like
do you
running
mean, like-
around and shit. Like,
A white dude?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
like Josh Allen. Well, fuck, Steve Young. I don't know. Like Steve Young.
Yeah, I
was-
guess Baker's rookie year, there was a lot of people. Maybe that's Cleveland hype mixed in there too. You know what I mean? But,
I mean, I think there was just Baker Mayfield hype in general.
Yeah, and I think Cleveland thinking like, oh, we got our guy, whatever. Okay, real quick, Twitter this weekend, nightmare, absolute fucking nightmare.
I almost felt bad for you, just
I mean,
tiny smidge.
I just
I'll
was
tell you
like-
why I did it.
Let me go. First.
I know. I'll tell you why I didn't.
Let
feel
me
bad.
go first.
So do
Okay,
your thing.
so the Dodgers lose game 4 of the NLCS, right? So the Braves are up 3-1. Credit to them for coming back, like whatever. But I tweeted a video from last year's Clayton Kershaw meltdown, basically when he gave up bombs to the Nats. I think that was NLCS. So whatever. Everyone knows the Kershaw thing. If you're here, you like baseball, you know the Kershaw thing. He gave up bombs last year in the postseason, right?
Yep.
I'm an Angel fan. I do not own one Dodger jersey, jersey, nothing. Not even
Wouldn't
keychain,
spend a dime on
bottle
it.
Opener, like
except today.
whatever, right? Well, I didn't spend anything. I got paid. So
Spent.
I didn't.
Spent to
It
make.
came in.
Spent to make.
Okay, so basically, my friend that is a Dodger fan, me and him go back and forth on Twitter and through text, whatever. He posted a video, or no, he sent me a video, I think, of him burning his Clayton Kershaw jersey, which I thought I'm the biggest hater, like straight up. And I just thought, like, dude, this is fucking hilarious. Like, you're literally melting down, like you're having a panic attack. I'm gonna post this. Posted it last year, and this is kind of weird because you don't get smart. Like, you're supposed to get smarter as you go, not dumber.
But you messed up.
Last year's tweet was like, damn, Dodger Nation is really losing it. I can't believe you guys are already doing this. And it was the video of the jersey being burned, and I credited the person that sent it to me. This year, I just put October, hard eyes, and 2 hearts. And then the video.
Did you put like a pumpkin?
He put a pumpkin. It was like
October
Halloween
thing,
vibes,
right? And I was
October
like, oh,
vibes.
it's October, like October's here, whatever.
Yeah.
And I did not expect to get. If you could put like rape into Twitter form, like I got molested.
You got
I
Twitter
got absolutely Twitter
assaulted.
molested. And at first it was kind of like some of them were like kind of funny, And then there was like a million of them that were like, well, they got your money, so you're the dumbass. And then another percent of it.
My favorite were you're not a real Dodgers fan.
I was like, I know.
No, I'm not.
So having to explain myself was like pretty funny. And then eventually, like, there was a part where I was like, yo, y'all gotta fucking chill. Like, and then I was gonna put underneath the video, like, not my video, do not own, not my jersey. But I was like, that's fucking bitch ass shit. I'm gonna stand in the fire. I'm gonna own it. If you think it's mine, come at me with your best shot, and I'll come back. And it's hard because there was I couldn't roast girls. Like, there was a girl whose makeup was horrendous, and I just wanted to tag like at Sephora help, right, just to see if it.
That would have been funny. I would have thought that was funny.
I can't be mean at someone who thinks that, like, because it's almost like they think they're right, which is like, I get it.
Yeah.
See a video. If I saw a Trout jersey getting burned, I'd probably do the same thing where I'd say like, someone was like, go burn in hell, and then I was like, bro, you're tripping. And then he's like, who raised you? And I was like, someone that didn't train me to wish eternal flames on someone like that. So it was overall, like, it was an experience. I feel like right now I'm sharp as fuck with the comeback.
Got it.
So if anyone keeps adding to that video, I'm fucking sharp.
You're ready.
And
no, I caught you lacking yesterday.
Ultimately, that one was funny. Ultimately, I just think that it's like, it's funny, it's sports, it's hilarious, but it was a nightmare on my phone. Every time I opened my app, it was 20 plus on the notifications. It was brutal. And reading some of them were funny, but for the most part, like, the people that got it, I think it was funny for, right? Mm-hmm. And then the people that obviously don't know me, like the extended, there was someone actually that you follow, right? And I was going to ask you, like, what's the deal? I was going to send you a screenshot of his profile and be like, give me the nastiest thing you know about this guy.
Oh, you should have. I don't even know who it is.
And I think he's like a baseball coach or something. And I was at the point where I was just like, I'm going to stop replying to these people because I want it to die. Uh-huh. But it was overall brutal weekend. Not my jersey, not my video. I didn't.
It's from 2019.
People would burn jerseys so stupid. I was like, I agree. People are so stupid.
But Carl, tell me why you didn't feel bad for him.
What's your thing? Why don't you feel bad for me, guy?
The baseball coach guy that responded to you, you should have just been like, your team can't hit with runners in scoring position.
Well, like, he just looked like, he was like a retired player, and I was like, I was gonna be like, you never made it to the big, like, or like just stop playing. You know what I mean? So
it's funny because I think I know who that is now.
Who is it?
I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
No.
Wow. He wants to talk shit. He has to smoke.
Because I can't say it and be wrong.
How do you know him? Like,
I'm assuming it's through high school.
Okay. He's a verge.
He's watching this to see if Monica drops an OnlyFans link or something.
We're going to need an OnlyFans link to pay for the stream. Okay, so go ahead. Sorry.
There's like a famous Tyler, the Creator tweet clip. Like, you know, people screenshot it. Yeah. And I hope this isn't taken out of context because cyberbullying is very real. Some people really struggle with it, and they things happen. You know? Mm-hmm. However, in this tweet, Tyler, the Creator, said, "How is cyberbullying a thing? Like, just stop looking at the screen. Like, get off Twitter, basically."
Correct.
And in this instance, you could have just deleted the tweet.
No, that's pussy.
But you didn't.
You wouldn't respect me.
I went through the same thing to a smaller degree last week.
What was it?
The Bears shit.
The Bears.
And if it got to a point where I had a conversation with myself, I was like, yo, I might have to just delete this tweet and just eat this L.
I couldn't. I feel like you guys would look at me like an inferior.
I'm glad you didn't delete it.
Less than.
But then you would have said, hey, you didn't know what I was fucking dealing with. And we would have said, yeah, you're right.
Oh, my mental health is like that Vasily Lomachenko, bro. I'm bruised and battered, but overall, like, I'm not a bitch. So,
but you kept going. Yeah, exactly.
So there was some, like, there was people, like, if I clap back at someone, they'd never... Like, they just didn't reply. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is it you just didn't think you were going to get it? Like, you think you think you could just call me a bitch and then I reply, like, and then I'm just not going to say anything? Yeah. There's a guy who said, like, oh, you're a bitch. And I was like, suck my dick. And he's like, unfold your dick then. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, that might be gay.
Explain.
You're okay to be gay, but just I don't know what it is. So there was tons of them. I feel like it was a great exercise on my, like, roasting abilities. Then there was some, like, obviously, like, I mean, people were going to get their, like, if you follow the Dodger, if you're a Dodger content person and you retweet anti-Dodger stuff, like, you're going to get a ton of likes on your shit. Mm-hmm. There's a guy, I mean, this guy was like he like hated himself. He's like, you've earned a jersey or something. And I was like, Vern.
He said, look at this guy Vern in a jersey.
Look at this guy Vern in his jersey. And I was like, Vernon. And then he's like, oh, so it's my fault. Text-to-speech doesn't work. And I was like, yeah. Correct, actually. So
speak clearly, please.
I had a good response to that, and it didn't get traction. I was mad. I just quoted it with Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And, like, no one fucking saw that, dude.
No, there was a bunch. There's
not enough Harry Potter fans. Sorry.
What a great week.
If owner of Rico's Barbershop saw it, he would have liked it.
Yeah, correct.
Deathly Hallows tattoo.
I just thought it was a great week. I mean, ultimately, for what I'm trying to do career-wise, like, I think any time. Because, I mean, honestly, like, everyone that I know close to me knows I didn't burn that jersey, right? They know that I wouldn't. Do I care for Kershaw as a player? No. What he's brought to baseball, it's been like, okay, you can't deny it. You have to, like, good pitcher. No rings, good pitcher. But for all the times my page got retweeted and all the views we got, like, I mean, I do that. I would do that every weekend.
So you're Skip Bayless?
No, because I didn't.
That's what Skip Bayless does.
I didn't say fucking like LeBron's not good. I just tweeted a video of something.
You tweeted a controversial video.
It was good entertainment.
It wasn't like.
And what else is Twitter for?
You tweeted a controversial video knowing that it could potentially get a rise out of people without expecting repercussions, and you weren't ready for them. And then it happened, and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, here's the thing. Look, I tweeted out last year, got 1,000 views. I tweeted out this year, 20,000 views. And here's what I think. Last year it was Kershaw's fault. So people saw it, and they're like, justifiable.
This year people came to his aid.
It wasn't, and he's like, he didn't even.
Did you even watch the game?
So many like, did you even watch the game? And I was like, no, I didn't watch. I did not watch. I don't watch. But overall, it's funny. It's entertainment, like you said.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm actually glad. I mean, like, look, I'll take those views all day. I had fucking. Dude, oh my God. The girls in sports one that I told you.
Yeah.
There's just girls that are like, you need to learn baseball. And I was like, you fucking.
I personally would have hurt you for that one, so I'm glad you didn't use
I was holding back. So many, my drafts were fucking.
You literally should. Okay.
It was lit.
You should have just been like, get in the batter's box then.
I don't surprise no one tried to fight and no one tried to kill me. So I think overall, like,
it's 2020. We're above that, you know.
We basically got all the attention. Our videos got views. My profile got views. Everything, and I didn't even get death threats or no one wanted to fight me. I think that's successful. Was it annoying to keep checking and people calling me a bitch? But then I thought, like, I have followers to please. I can't just let someone call me a bitch and then let them get away with it.
Yeah, but no one sees that. No one sees the replies to your shit.
That's why I was quote tweeting.
No one sees the replies
He's a smart
unless
man.
you respond to it.
I have one that said, like, this guy sent something, and then I quoted it. He deleted it, and then he DM'd me. He's like, "Can you delete that?" Oh, you're such a pussy.
What? Oh.
But he had like a job. Like, he actually had like a job like at Fox or some shit.
Oh.
So why he respond?
I was like, yeah, I got
okay,
you.
so this.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I don't understand what people follow different. You know how back in the day there was like rules to rap beef, like you don't involve so and so and this and that, and then Tupac and Biggie are like, fuck that, let's just
We're doing it all.
talk about each other's bitches and whatever, right? People follow like different sets of Twitter war rules, and I don't get that. Like I was talking about how my beef with the Bears fans, fuck you guys still, like at work, right, with two of my coworkers, and I was telling them like, oh yeah, like thank God none of them had kids in their pictures or something, like, because I'll say you got an ugly kid, like there's no fucking rules to
that was in my draft this week.
There's no rules to why. Yeah. See why though?
Yeah.
It's just.
No, there was one.
Is it the kid's fault their parent is a dumbass?
No, but don't come up to me with my hand in my backpack, and then if you get shot, it's a problem.
Correct. There was and I don't play with the dead, right? But someone had like rip a family member in their thing, like it was like it said like grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle. So it didn't say name. It just said like what they were.
Yeah.
And then like I legitimately, and this is me being a piece of shit. I legitimately thought like, yo, I wonder where my I don't want to say like what relative because whatever. I was like, I wonder where my grandpa, aunt, uncle, mom, dad are. And then I'll just take a picture with them and be like, just enjoying my weekend with my loved ones. I mean,
there's some good ones. Like,
you can't. I think.
Yeah, there's some things that come into our head.
Sorry.
We just can't. No, you're good. I'm just saying, like, sometimes we just can't.
I think me and him talked about it where we're like, if you're going to attack someone, like if I'm going to talk shit to you.
That's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
If I'm going to talk shit to you, I have to have all my eggs covered.
That's
like,
fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
That's
like the
fair.
Star Wars Death Star, right? The whole fucking big fortress with guns everywhere, but you have like a mouse.
You got the little butthole.
You got a mousetrap thing that can end you, and it's like, well, cover that before you go in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a bunch of people. I mean, and then I started thinking about it because it was like it wasn't fucking me up, but I was just like, I'm getting tired of like people calling me a bitch when it's not mine. I just kept putting like read my fucking bio.
Yeah.
Get some context, and then I just started clicking on their pages, and it was like they have 40 followers, and I don't want to follower shame, but it's like you're coming onto an app, you're probably seeing like I don't know. 25 of them tweet every day. Like, that can't be fun. So then I just kept fucking bad. But let's move on. Let's talk football.
Twitter beef, last thought. Twitter beef is like, and we are a very, very, very much so anti-domestic violence podcast, but Twitter beef to me is like when girls get in guys' faces and not every guy was raised the same.
Yeah.
And like
Correct.
a guy fucking drops them and they're like, well, I can't believe you hit me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Correct.
I mean,
I just think, look, if you're upset with someone because they disagree with what team you root for, you're a pussy. If you're like, I don't like Monica because she likes the Rams and I like the Niners, she's such a dumbass, whatever. Yeah, like you're mentally weak. Oh, how about this? Dodgers, 4 billion fans, 0 of them mentally tough. All of them with the mental toughness of a tissue.
I think they are so
Insecure. They're insecure as fuck.
they're literally standing on the ledge, and if they lose this World Series, dude,
I know it's gonna be
And I'm
bad.
Go.
I'll say long live the king, and I'll fucking claw them, and they'll just fall off the cliff.
All right. So if you guys, do you guys shop on Amazon?
Love Amazon.
You like Amazon? I know
Love
you
it.
fucking like it. You love Amazon. I just bought my Halloween costume on Amazon. And make sure that you guys, if you do, you want to support us, Monica, me, Carl, Hat Heat 6. If you want to support us and contribute, basically Venmo us or don't Venmo us, but go to the Amazon link. It's amazon.com/12ounce sports, I think.
Yes.
So amazon.com/12ounce sports. It'll redirect you directly right back to Amazon where you can, it's just Amazon, buy whatever you want. And then we'll get a cut. And then we'll give
And it's
you
no extra cost to you.
Yeah, and then we'll give you a cut of our brains. You get a little bit of our brain. You order mechanical pencils, and you get 0.001% of my brain.
You're welcome.
So, yeah.
Literally, you're welcome.
Okay, football time.
Football.
Football time.
Okay.
All right. Let's
you
let
guys-
Carl start. You had a good
go
week.
This is a segment called Go Off King. Carl, go off, because you won. You're the only one that won today, so we'll just let you have it.
Okay, so a few takeaways that I had today. The Lions won. I think final score 34-16. I think the spread was, we talked about it last week. The spread was Lions -3.
Correct.
And you said that on the road, a team that's -3 is like a 6 point. So like
If it was neutral field, they'd be -6.
if like the road team is the favorite, right? You're saying if the road team is like -3, then it's essentially like a 6 point spread.
So essentially, if this was a Super Bowl, you guys would be -6 because it'd be
Okay.
neutral field. You get what I'm saying?
And so that led me to a few things. Today was the first game in I don't know how long. It was a while, but the first time that we had a 100-yard receiver and a 100-yard rusher in the same game.
That's good.
Swift and who else?
Shout out DeAndre Swift, 111 or something, like 2 touchdowns, and then Kenny G had 109, I think.
Expected.
The defense, it was really weird. I know it was Jacksonville. It was really weird to see consistent pressure on the quarterback. Must be what it's like to have Aaron Donald on your team. Still not mad.
Hey.
Still not over your tweet from last week. If you follow us, you saw it. Stafford did not have this huge 300-yard, 4-touchdown day like he usually has to, but that's because the offense rushed for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Got some help.
And people were like, a bunch of Lions fans are like, Stafford hasn't been playing great. He could get traded at the deadline. And it's like, well, no, they're not asking him to be Superman. So he can afford to throw for 1 touchdown. And they had like a batted pick, whatever. So it was a good game all around, I think. It was cool to see them get a dub, come off the bye week fresh. Usually you see teams like, it's either one of 2 ways. They come out super hot, which I feel like we did today, or they come out super fucking rusty, like Green Bay did. That's for later.
Ooh, I want to get into that.
But this to me, so in the hierarchy of NFL teams, there's probably like 5 tiers, right? So there's like elite, good, don't really know yet, average, and then like, it's probably average, and then it's like, we don't know about you, and then it's like, you suck, right?
Jets.
So I would put Jacksonville in the
Jets.
you suck category, and then
They're the worst.
in that bottom tier.
It's like bottom two.
Jacksonville is in that bottom feeder of
I'd
that.
say
Got
they're
it.
between 4 and 5.
Bottom, like
Because
worst.
they can.
So
they
5.
They'll beat you if you don't come correct.
Okay, perfect. But they're still viewed as like one of the worst teams in the league.
True.
And today the Lions showed that you can differentiate between like the bad teams and then like the teams that are perceived as bad but are actually talented.
Okay.
Which is what I think the Lions are. They're literally 1 drop away from
The next tier.
From 3 and 2, from into like Matt Patricia's never even being questioned about he might get fired. Like,
So you're saying the 2 losses would be Green Bay and New Orleans? Like nothing you can do about those.
yeah, and even New Orleans was like, oh, fuck. I mean, we were in that game like until the end. You know, his final score was like 35-29.
Very relatable.
But I think it's one of those things where it's like, man, like the NFL just has so much turnover from like season to season. I mean, week to week, that it's like a team that, like, look at if the Cardinals lose tomorrow, they're like viewed as, oh, there were frauds from the beginning. But like when they were 2-0, it was like Kyler Murray might be MVP. Like,
correct.
And it's just such a, I don't know, the league is just so crazy from literally from week to week, like play to play, that it's like, like you literally have no idea what you're gonna get. And then like I think this week was cool to see the team get back on track, and they have like what you would call a favorable schedule for probably the next 6 weeks. Doesn't guarantee anything, but it's like, man.
You guys do? Who's your next 6? Do you know?
Next one is Atlanta, and I know we have Minnesota in there. We have
damn, we're talking about a streak?
We have there's like I have it right here.
You'll probably lose one of those games.
100%. I was gonna say if we could get 4, even 5.
So
we
Atlanta,
have
Minnesota.
Atlanta next week.
Okay.
Indy. Don't know about them yet.
They suck.
Minnesota, Washington football team, Carolina Panthers, Houston Texans, and then we have Chicago on.
That could build a pretty good streak.
Yeah.
I think I could see you losing 2 of those. I think the Lions and Houston would be close, and then I think like probably Minnesota or Atlanta, just because that's the way the NFL works. Indy, which is perfect segue if you're done to my team.
For sure.
Bengals got out.
Side note, I did see that really sick sideline pass or sideline throw.
The little zinger.
Yeah,
That was Mahomes.
wild.
People are gargling his nuts.
But it was Stafford, so it wasn't. Bengals 21-point lead. I knew from the jump I was never 21 points. I wasn't comfortable because it was like we had 21. I think the first quarter had like 2 minutes left, and I was like, this isn't. And I was thinking, and I don't want to make fun of Carl because we're pro Lions, pro Bengals, we don't roast teams. I was like, is this what X team feels like when they have a big lead? But I can see, like, I didn't celebrate at all during the game. I was
really?
Like, 21-0, it's not over until it's over, right?
True.
I thought I go into percentages. 21-0, it's a high percentage that we're going to win that game. It was like 24-7, and I was like, okay, percentage is still high, but I don't like the numbers. You know, I mean, Burrow played well. The line played well, and then I think I did something. I blamed our loss on a kicker, right? And then another Bengals fan chipped in, and they said, "Well, you got to be kidding! Like, it wasn't the kicker." But I'm gonna stick to that. I think the kicker missing a kick with I think it would have put us up like 1 or 2. But in turn, like being up 1 or 2, then Indy kicks a field goal, we would have been down 3 or something. So essentially, it just really skews the percentages as to like if he makes that kick, we have a 60% win probability. When he missed it, we went down to 31.
Yeah,
it's like it kind of sucks. Burrow obviously like
even for Burrow playing like knowing he has to go for it all as opposed to I need to get him into field goal range.
Yeah, that's way easier.
It's different for like your psyche.
Yeah, and the Colts kind of you got to give them props. They had their in-game adjustments. Philip Rivers and his fucking 50 kids figured it out. I just don't know, man. It was rough. He was looking like fucking. He never wins come from behind games. So it's like, you know, they're calling for the coach's job already. So Bengals. I think we got the Browns next.
You do have the Browns
Not
next.
feeling great about that. And it sucks because Burrow, again, I don't want to play this game, but he's like 6 plays away from being 4-1. You know what I mean? Like, you play that game, like, sure, Chargers should have been a dub, fucking Fat Randy. And then today, Fat Randy again, just fucking sticking it right to us. Let's go to the Rams. I think I had Rams by a Billy.
I'm so sorry.
What happened? I don't. Jimmy Garoppolo, hot, but
Yeah.
it seems like they kind of let him, like, they're just like, okay, don't throw it past 10 yards.
just
like
at the line of
10 or what,
scrimmage.
like,
Yeah.
Look, and they probably.
I mean, he threw a few towards the end of the first quarter and then on.
Got a swagger.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, even I never want to root against my own team. Obviously, that's my own team. But the way they were playing today, it was you don't deserve to win.
Yeah, I saw actually a good chunk of that. It was very much like there are 2 distinct games that I remember. Goff in the Super Bowl and Goff against the Bears where he threw like 4 picks. And I saw like similar flashes of that Goff. He just didn't look comfortable
at all.
Wasn't decisive with his throws. He kind of was like, oh fuck. Like there's a term where like you're trying to place it instead of trying to throw it, and it seems like he was trying to do that the whole time.
He overthrew the Cup so many times. I don't know because I left during the fourth quarter to come here, but at that point, I think Cup had 1 reception.
He dropped one in the end zone. I saw that.
Oh, see, I didn't see that thing.
Yeah, and then like Van Jefferson made a pretty cool catch to score. Towards the end, yeah, and it just was like, I don't know. It seemed like one of those games where
You just didn't show up. They didn't show up.
Goes wrong. Yeah, I think
it kind of seemed like we saw because the Niners obviously have been bad all year, right? And the Rams have been kind of good. It kind of seems like we saw the 2019 Rams in the 2019. This was like a 2019.
Yeah, like it's
2019 Niners, 2019 Rams.
Yeah, because if you would have asked me in the beginning of the season, I've been like, Niners are going to win. It's good. It's going to be a tough game. And then the season started, and I was like, oh, you know,
like, right,
yeah. I'm like, Rams might take it.
Yeah.
And then it started, and it was just honestly a shit show from the beginning. I have my new Rams jersey I've been wanting to wear, and I was like, nope, not today.
maybe you didn't wear it. Maybe
that's why they lost.
No to here.
That's why they lost.
You still should have worn it.
I'm like, no, not
I
today.
think one bright spot is Daryl Henderson, right?
Yeah.
Is it Darrell? Or is it
No, it's Daryl Henderson.
Daryl.
Terrell Davis? It's Terrell. It's Terrell. Yeah, but Daryl Henderson was like, he literally looked like just freaking hitting the juke stick in Madden. Like he
He's a
breaks
beast.
tackles. He looks like he's pretty
good. I like him.
He looks like he's a very solid pickup.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how you guys got him.
Well,
but-
I mean, our trio of running backs,
Akers, Darrell, and
Brown,
Brown.
are solid.
And that, I mean, we kind of got to talk about that because it looks like teams don't want a premier back anymore unless it's the like cream of the crop. Like, I mean, I would personally right now, I don't want to shit on my players, like I said, but instead of Mixon, if you offered me like, you know, 3 rotated guys who, and I think like Gio is like a dinosaur, right? But if you offered me like Zeke, you give me like Ezekiel Elliott or 3 scrappy like.
Well, it's like my situation. We literally have 2 second-round picks, which second-round pick now in the NFL is very high for a running back. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
it is because it's not a running back
right?
game
So it's
anymore.
like, so we have Kerryon Johnson and we have DeAndre that we just got this last year in the draft, and then literally sign off the street 2 weeks before the season started, Adrian Peterson.
Don't you wish though you had like one like a fucking whatever Barry Sanders Jr. just one guy?
Well,
like wouldn't that be cool?
yeah, I mean today AP had like 5 carries and he had like 12 yards, and then DeAndre Swift comes in first carry 54 yards.
Yeah, that was cool. Nothing better than a long run in football. That's the
True.
best.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think it's just like maybe in today's NFL is the running backs like undervalued.
I think they're.
Like no one's gonna get the ball 40 times a game anymore.
Well, it's hard. I think like who got Gurley? Ironically enough, I think ever since he got paid, it like just fucked it up. Because then Zeke got paid, and that was. I mean Zeke I think is like a different class.
But even Zeke don't really look like Zeke. Like,
Not this season.
Year, no, not
Yeah.
this year. But he still is like I think by far he's the number 1 running back.
Right now, 100%.
Probably run CMC, but he's just hurt.
Yeah, I'd say so healthy Zeke. I guess you gotta go Kamara.
Dalvin's in there.
Alvin's up there.
Just can't stay healthy.
He's on a shitty team right now. And then who else could we throw in there?
Probably McCaffrey and Saquon.
Yeah, I don't
And
want
they're
to
all-
throw an injured guy.
Yeah, they're all hurt.
Yeah, but I mean in terms
McCaffrey's
of like,
back.
League's rough right now.
dude, everyone's literally everyone's hurt. Like you think of some stars. Like I forgot that Nick Bosa's 20 ACL.
Oh.
The Niners do have a ton of injuries.
Yeah,
so.
and
They have
and
a
then
lot.
even like the Eagles are literally top to bottom decimated by injuries.
That's true.
Yeah. So let's get into some more games. Rams, obviously, we covered Bengals, Lions.
You want to, speaking of Dalvin Cook, you want to go off for our boy
wait.
Shway a little bit?
I actually, before we do, yeah, okay, let's do that. Dalvin Cook, I didn't watch the Vikings game. I figured that the Falcons, they just fired their coach, right? They had a big lead, and I,
Just
joke
assumed, right?
joke tweet. I was like, Vikings coming back.
Yeah.
And
They made it close.
And
I
that
did
just shows how bad they are.
Yeah.
Everyone can come back against Atlanta. The fucking Dodgers even came back against Atlanta, and like
I like that.
fucking the Vikings can't. And it just shows. I think they've blown a lead in every game they've had so far, except this
The
one.
Falcons. Yeah, this is the Falcons' first win.
Yeah, and it's like
Who did the
that's
Vikings win
how
against?
bad. Vikings beat.
Did they beat the Colts somehow?
Oh, might be.
I don't think so. No,
I can't
Colts beat
remember.
them. They beat. Someone's screaming right now. They beat the fucking Jaguars.
You fucking imbeciles.
I do not know.
The Vikings beat.
Let me find out for you, baby.
Troy, who the fuck did they beat? I know you know.
He's gonna
Tell
call
us.
us right now. You fucking idiot.
Someone's gonna text me.
This is who they beat.
Jags.
I don't think they play the
Do
Jags.
we know? Do we know?
Vikings beat the Texans.
Oh, that. Okay. I remember that. I remember
Let's look
that.
it up. Coach fire.
That's how our
We're gonna
interaction
fight, yeah.
happened.
Okay, so yeah, the Vikings. I mean, it's just. I think here's the thing: you've handcuffed yourself to a shitty quarterback.
Well, not necessarily, because I think his deal's up after. Is it next year? It was just a 3 year.
Whatever. Sorry, you overpaid.
It was a 3 year, $100
quarterback.
bajillion deal.
Overpaid a shitty quarterback, and that is ultimately going to set you back. Whoever made that decision, I don't know if they're fired. They're going to be fired.
100%.
You can't take a risk like that. And I get it's not Kirk Cousins' fault, right? Like he's just right place, right time.
Look at this stat line from today.
Go off.
24 for 36, 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, I think, had a thing where he was like -1 in fantasy. It was like in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter he shot up to like 30 or something. So
I think they have, and I don't like to say this because it's in my division, but they have a guy with Justin Jefferson.
he's good. I like him. I like him.
And I know he's like they're probably looking for like the next Stephon Diggs.
Someone texted me. They said Justin Jefferson Roy, and I was like, stop. I think that was recency bias. He must have just scored when I got that text, but it was like, we should have the Rookie of the Year talk soon. But I don't think Jefferson. But he's good, but not Rookie of the Year status.
Yeah, Rookie there, DeAndre Swift. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. What other game? Okay, so Vikings. Sorry, hang in there. Personally, if I'm the Vikings, right, I'll be the GM or whatever, or the coach. Fucking Trevor Lawrence. If I'm a team and I suck this year, that's my answer to everything.
How does Trevor Lawrence make it every week?
I saw Moneyball this weekend, right? I was watching it, and like the GMs, the way they talk, Brad Pitt, quotations hot, was a GM. He was the worst GM ever because like you're too attractive to be a GM. Everyone's gonna say yes to you, right? It's not happening. If I'm the Vikings GM right now, I gotta say this. Look, we're not beating the Packers. We might not even beat the Lions. We're not beating the Bears.
Hey, what? Relax.
I said we might not beat the Lions.
Yeah, they're not going to.
They might not. Or they might.
Don't say it like that.
They might not.
Don't fucking.
Or they might. Okay, chill. Okay, so if I'm the
Don't
GM,
say it like that.
If I'm the GM, I'm fucking saying, look, this is fucking 6'6" fine ass shoddy out of Clemson plays quarterback 10 times better than our quarterback, and he's going to cost 10 times cheaper.
Less.
So, I mean, my answer, if I'm a shitty team and you're asking me, bro, my answer is going to be Trevor Lawrence photoshopped in your team's uniform is my answer to everything. How do we fix the Bengals? Trevor Lawrence photoshopped in the Bengals uniform. How do we fix the Lions? Trevor Lawrence photoshopped in the Lions uniform. That's just my answer to everything. Can you name another college prospect you'd want on your roster right now?
On my roster
Penei Sewell from Oregon. Other than
Right
that,
now?
No.
I got no one.
Trevor Lawrence. That's it. I'll take Trevor Lawrence.
No, but I
Gun
forgot.
to your head. College pick right now. Go.
Justin Fields.
You're a fucking dick. Okay, what are the games? Let's go. Let's run through the list. Let's throw some out. Some ones we don't give a fuck about.
All right. Bucks over Packers.
I know you got something to say.
Yeah, so I want to ask the people that are watching, how do you determine how you react to not getting invited somewhere that all your friends are?
Let's wait for answers.
Oof.
What?
I know where you're going with this.
How do you go about it? What's the pro?
one-
No.
No,
I'm not finished.
No.
What's the protocol? What do you do in maybe revenge to that? What do you do like
Revenge, huh?
do you spite them? Do you maybe plan somewhere and then like invite everyone and then you just don't go?
Well,
Yeah.
everyone knows that Orange County has the worst cell 5G towers.
To that, we got plans next week, Carl.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm done.
What about me?
Nope.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
We're gonna go kick it.
What, was I supposed to invite you too?
Yeah.
Wow.
You should have. What the fuck?
I was thinking,
are they here?
What if we live stream from B-Dubs next week?
But you might not invite us.
We
So
will.
how do we get there?
Correct.
We're gonna be
no,
there.
but I think I do think you do something back to back. I do think, like you said, my phone doesn't work, and I think you should look into that.
Yeah, I checked and they said everything
No,
works.
everything's. We're gonna send you a test text right now. Did you get it?
Yeah, it said go Colts.
Okay. So yeah, went to B Dubs. Watched it with Packer Greg. I actually called.
Say who else was there?
Packer Greg, D, Kush, some coworkers.
Carl.
Not Monica.
Not Monica, not Carl. Okay, but I actually called this from the jump. I had the Bucks winning outright.
Did you?
9 a.m.
I didn't think it was going to be
I didn't
38-10.
think it was gonna be like that. I had them winning. I just didn't think like that. I think the Packers, while good, might also beat the Lions, maybe.
Yeah.
But I thought the Bucks. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. It's like they're not gonna let Brady look bad in front of Rodgers or something. Like I don't know, because I don't think they're. A better team.
I get that.
I just don't. I don't know why it didn't click today.
It's weird because, like, ironically, could be a segue. The Bears' luckiest team in the NFL. Literally the luckiest, bar none. They barely beat the Bucks last week. The infamous Carlgate that week, you know? Okay. They barely beat the Bucks.
How's
And then this week, the Bucks beat the shit out of the Packers. But then I think the Packers mollywopped the Bears.
Yes.
Football is weird.
That's why it's so fucking strange.
They play them next week?
No, Rams play the Bears.
You're not gonna get it done.
It's a Monday night game
Horns
too.
up.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What were you talking about now?
Well, I think if there's anyone that can break the "you just did this, so bad things are gonna happen" curse, it's Aaron Rodgers. And today he proved that he's human, and he couldn't.
Yeah, it was a rough game.
He did the pump
Fuck
thing.
you two are over.
He did the pump. He did the pump thing.
That was the worst. How it started. How it's going.
Yeah, he did the pump thing, and then I was like, "Oh fuck! If anyone could do it, it's him."
Yeah.
He could
And
say,
then-
"Yeah, pump," and then fuck everyone. But then
Yeah.
he did the pump, and then he got pumped by the fucking Bucks defense.
The fuck.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw.
Fuck you
but
two got COVID.
they
Has to
dude,
fucking
they
got
fucked.
canceled till next
did
week.
Did you see this Bears fan said something? And I said, yeah, whatever. You fucking in that fake ass 4-1 team. And he was just like, bro, I know. I have Fire Nagy in my bio.
He just agreed with you.
Yeah. I was like, all right. So yeah, let's segue to the Bears.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
Packers obviously sorry. You guys are still gonna be good. Relax.
Probably still winning the North. Still.
Are you panicking if you're the Packers? Like
No.
I don't think they got exposed. And Packer Greg actually told me, he's like, when games where Adams comes back, they try to force him the ball. And I did see that a little bit. Obviously, you got to force feed your guys, but I think that kind of fucked them up a little bit. Anyways, Bears
Win over
played
Panthers.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
What are the Panthers?
3-3.
That game went down to the wire again.
I meant, like, what are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in that tier of like we don't know. The Panthers and the Lions are in the same tier, I think, to me.
I think you guys are way better than them.
But I mean, we haven't proved it, you know. So it's like they came down to the wire again. What's my boy Teddy B?
Okay.
Teddy B had there's aliens in here.
Mad aliens.
Teddy B had 4th and 2 on like the Bears 30, I think.
Uh-huh.
And he just sailed it a little too much to Moore?
Robbie?
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore? Okay.
Yeah, sailed it like DJ Moore got his hand on it, he pulled
Sorry,
it in,
they have
and then it
technical
kind
issues.
of like rolled out. But
Okay.
Yeah, man, the Bears.
Who he's balling, by the way.
Yeah.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, and the Bears continue to be the luckiest fucking team week after week after week. And I know you can't. All you have to say is, yeah, we're 5-1. Fuck you. And yeah, it's
Yeah.
true for now. But then it's like,
Internally, they're panicking.
dude, they're like
have to know
they're
that.
like 3 plays away from being 2-3.
Yeah, and it's funny because Barstool Big Cat Bears fan, he's actually like he'll actually break down into like we're 5-1, don't know how, and he'll say is like, you know, whatever Nagy, Mitchell, Trubisky, whatever, and then he'll be like, but we're 5-1. So it's like, you know, they're getting set up for major heartbreak, I think.
Yeah, I just don't like.
Still early.
I don't like celebrating like kind of like what everyone did with Josh Allen and the Bills like last week. Like, bro, you can't give them their flowers. It's the opposite of like when people die, you know, and you're like, you should have given them their flowers while they were here.
Yeah,
It's like in the NFL, you can't give them their flowers until the end.
got you. Correct.
You
Only
can't-
one team gets flowers.
Exactly, and you can't just be like, okay, what are you gonna get a participation trophy? Like,
Yeah.
well, we were 5-1 week 7.
Congrats.
yourself.
Yeah, got you. Oh, well, Bengals were 5-0 5 years ago to this day.
Oh,
Actually, 6-0. They lost in week 8.
Damn,
That's the year we met. I think I met you, and then they lost their first
that's
game.
not true.
I
Oh,
swear
yeah,
to
when
God.
was it?
They played
20
the Cardinals. Remember, we had a game, and you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching the Bengals game on my phone," and I was like, "We're gonna lose to the Cardinals." And I think I just freshly met you, and the Bengals were 8-0, and then I met you, and then they lost, and then lost to the Steelers in the playoffs.
I don't think
So it
that's
was
but
Carl's
we can,
fault.
We can confirm.
We will. Steelers are looking. I'm gonna admit this on camera, live. 15 cameras in here. Steelers
Yeah.
are looking decent. Again, I don't want to give the Browns too much credit because we don't know what the Browns are. Steelers are looking good.
yeah.
And I hate it. And they got this fucking Canadian kid who everyone thinks is the next fucking Randy Moss.
Deadpool.
Fucking guy scoring 4 times. It's like, I think we talked about it last week. It's like, you're not a god. They just design plays for you to score.
They did another one today.
Yeah. And then
The
they
little-
do the,
the
like,
little
But it's
end around,
working.
didn't we talk about the juju? Like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Like,
No,
No, we
haven't.
didn't.
That's
so
funny.
Big Ben comes out and he says, I'm happy that Juju's happy for Claypool. We're just giving out participation awards at this point.
I'm happy that Monica's happy that me and her are gonna hang out, not with
Exactly.
you next week.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And it's just like, hey, thank you for not being a diva. And it's like, we don't need to be thanked for not being divas. You should already not be a diva.
Yeah.
But the fact that they had to deal with the AB thing and Big Ben's coming out here.
That's
and
true.
They're the corniest franchise in the league. They're going to run into a buzzsaw.
That is true.
They're going to run into a buzzsaw. Don't know when.
Shout out Raider Ed.
Unhappy.
Shout out Raider Ed today. I guess the Steelers, every
Raider Ed.
every NFL team has
Hat Heat.
every
Zoom in on this.
NFL team has their dude. Hat Heat doesn't give a fuck about what we're doing.
He's getting paid. Go zoom in on this shit.
I'm just kidding.
Zoom in. No, I'm just kidding. I think you can pinch.
You sounded like Fetty Wap right now.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, man. It was just whatever. Zoom in.
Raider Ed said like
All right, bro. Whatever.
every time that he sees
Our producer
the Steelers.
intern is a dick.
So are you. Let me get this point out.
Go ahead, Raider Ed.
Fuck. Raider Ed for the 17th time. I forgot what I was going to say.
Come on.
Fuck.
Dig it up.
Every
dig it up.
NFL team,
Something Steelers.
every NFL team has their own unique hashtags,
yes,
right? So Lions are hashtag One Pride, Bengals hashtag
Seize the day.
Seize the day. Okay.
Rams house.
Okay. God knows why. Maybe corny franchise, corny hashtag.
It is.
Their hashtag is Here We Go.
Wait,
And-
really?
Yeah. And
it's
Ed
so bad.
and Raider Ed, but every time I read this, I hear it in this voice. And it's like Mario saying, Here we go. It's like, it's the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah,
But
and then Mario comes out, beats your ass, puts 8 touchdowns.
yeah, I do have to apologize. Shout out Papa Sack.
Who's that?
I was wrong.
Who's that?
Kind of.
Zach?
He has
Oh, Papa Zach. Got you.
he told me like I can't wait till you have to publicly apologize about the Steelers, and I'm kind of doing it, not fully, because
I'm not.
they did beat the shit out of the Browns. That everyone was on the hype train after they beat the Cowboys, and then didn't they beat someone last week too?
Yeah, they did.
Demolished the Colts. Not demolished, but
Put it on them, right?
the score was closer than the game was. So, yeah.
So yes, and then for Pittsburgh to come in today and do what they did against that team that looked like they were starting to roll, you got to give them credit. I mean,
Yeah, they do
dude,
look
I'm
good.
not going to apologize because, again, we don't know what the Browns are. Browns could end the season. I mean, they are 4-2, right? But they could be.
maybe I apologize for saying that they're complete frauds because they might not be complete.
I mean, they
frauds.
came out and they shut up a division opponent, and I can guarantee you that Pittsburgh fans are sick of Cleveland fans. I mean, think about it. It'd be like Vikings fans being 4-1 and being like, "You guys been trashed for the past 5 years." You know what I mean?
This is the Bears.
True.
Essentially, yeah. So you're mad when the Bears fans go off. So,
Fuck the Bears.
but the Cleveland fans, I think, while their intentions are good, I think it's hard not to be excited up for to have 4-1, right? It's not hard. It's hard not to be excited.
Yeah.
But then you play Steelers, you run into a buzzsaw.
And I try not to be a hater with
Devin Bush torn ACL.
that's
a bummer.
brutal. He was I think, was it last year he came out, right?
You hate to see it.
Last year he came out. He came out
You
last year.
drafted last year, yeah.
And then he was my pick for
Sleeper.
sleeper
Yeah,
stud,
something like
right?
that, yeah.
So Devin Bush, get well.
Rat tail boy.
Yeah, man. I just try not to be a hater on I like when teams enjoy their success, but then when they get a little too mouthy, which I'm assuming
Yours is like
Pittsburgh feels that way with
Pittsburgh
Cleveland.
to you is kind of like because you don't care if they win or lose, right? You're just whatever.
I don't give a fuck. But then if I hear too much, I'm just like, all right, now I want you to lose.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's like it was the Bills. It was literally the Bills. Hey, I like when you guys jump through tables. I want to like Josh Allen. I think Devin Singletary's cool.
But stay there.
But shut the fuck up and just win games quietly.
And stop spraying dudes with mustard.
Dude, what?
You ever seen that?
No.
There's a guy that goes to every Bills home game. There's I think hot chicks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being sexist. People stand on top of a bus, a mini school bus, with a bottle of ketchup, not
Stop.
Heinz, and they just spray this guy.
Why?
Ketchup. I don't know. I don't know. Bill's stuff. And they just spray him, and he just stands there, and then by the time he's just covered in ketchup and mustard. You have to see it. I'll show you later.
This is the most random side thing ever, but I don't know if anyone watched the real world challenge shows and shit, whatever, on MTV.
Got you?
There was a girl that was deathly afraid of ketchup. And
That doesn't make sense at all.
And one guy was fucking with her, and she's like, you better not. And then he got her, and then she just has a complete meltdown, and she's like, you fucking knew what that did to me. And it was literally tomato ketchup.
Girls are weird. What other games we got? I feel like we got
Okay, we touched on that. Dolphins win over Jets.
Dolphins are legit.
I said it last week.
Go off.
I don't know if I said it here, but I think they're a sleeper team. I think they're going to come out, and we didn't expect them to fucking
At all.
be legit, and
all.
they're going to be legit.
Correct.
Do you think they have like Max Stassi syndrome. I know not everyone's gonna get that, but like, do you think they've played in a division with the Patriots and then even for a time the Jets with like Mark Sanchez and that defense, and then now the Bills? Like, do you think their expectations are so low that like they just come out and play loose every week and like, hey, fucking string together a few wins?
No, I think they compete hard, and I think they got.
And Brian Flores.
I don't want to shit on you. I really don't.
They got the better end of the New England defensive coaches.
Maybe they got the real master.
100%. I literally said that from jump. I wish I had Flores instead of Patricia.
Okay, no, yeah, I mean, it does look like, all of Belichick's, and McDaniels might be like this, right? But, like, Brian Flores goes down, and people always joke about, like, oh, he's bringing the New England way, New England. It's now starting to look like it's the New England way. It looks like they bought in on Fitzpatrick, right? And it's cool to see Tua play today. Obviously.
Yeah, that was dope.
But, man, they're going from a team that you see on the schedule and you're like, Dolphins dub, you got to put question mark now.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Because they will whoop your ass if you don't come correct.
Yeah.
They can score. They scored the first half. Their defense isn't a joke. Like, I mean, I want to see them play, like, I think they took the Bills, like, not to the wire, but it was close.
I was going to say, even their losses have been, like,
not bad.
Yeah.
Two baller ass corners, which is like, I mean, if you have one, you're lucky, but they have two goons.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, they had like 20 draft picks, first rounders.
True.
I saw a funny tweet, like, I think it was last week before we were like, oh shit, are they for real? But I think Florida's pretty open in terms of like COVID shit, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a tweet that was like, I forgot what the stadium's called, but like basically Dolphin Stadium approved, Hard Rock approved,
full capacity.
Full capacity, right? And then someone's like, imagine risking your life to watch the Dolphins.
Well, now you
and
might
then
have.
I was like, oh shit.
You might ask.
I get it.
The most genius move ever.
Fuck, man.
Jacksonville, different story.
Yeah, okay, so Dolphins legit.
Sorry, Hat
Jets. Trevor Lawrence in a Jets uniform. That's how you're going to fix it.
What about Ravens win over Eagles?
Syndrome?
Carson Wentz sucks.
Carson Wentz doesn't suck.
He's terrible.
He's not.
I don't. Yeah, I think he sucks.
Sorry, okay, next.
Giants win over Washington.
Did you see the last part of that game?
Yeah, that little fucking...
No, so essentially Washington goes down to score, right? So they bring it... it's 13-13. Giants scoop and score, right? So the Washington fumbles. The Giants scoop and score 20-13. Washington gets the ball. They drive down the length of the field. They score, right? With like, it must be like 20 seconds left. It's 19-20. Mm-hmm. Riverboat Ron goes for two.
Go for two to win it.
Why don't you just kick the field goal?
Because that Washington team has nothing to like, what are they going to tie? This is like
go to OT.
It's like for pride at this point.
You just saw, okay, so they scored on the scoop and score, right? That's a freak play.
I'm hot, bro.
Physically or like mentally?
Physically. Temperature.
You just interjected, I'm hot.
Go ahead.
The way they were playing, this should have went for the fucking overtime. Not fucking just, not go for two and fuck it. If we lose, we lose. That team needs a win. Your owner's getting fucking sexual assault claims left and fucking right. Like, get something else in the news. You know what I mean? Like, Dan Snyder, I think he said something like, if you don't come sexy, I'm going to kill you or something.
I'm really glad I've never read that article ever, if that's true.
I think it is.
That's a scary. That's like a scary sentence to read.
I might have to look it up.
But has there ever been a person or like an owner that more people want to force out than Dan Snyder?
The Clippers won 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, but then it worked. Like I'm saying that hasn't.
I'm surprised he's not out.
Yeah, like this.
Why
has
are
not
you
worked.
still here?
I think it's like hard because I think they want. Again, the owners want. Okay, so Washington ex-cheerleader director says, keep them skinny with big tits or I'll fucking kill you.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? I'm pro skinny.
Let's ask the
pro BT, not pro killing people. So 2 out of 3.
But you still don't say that.
Gotta agree with it.
Let's ask.
You say that like in between the lines.
Let's ask the person that has probably dealt with
sexual harassment the most.
Heat Six.
We're back. No, for real though. Has
yeah?
I don't. You don't have OnlyFans. You don't.
That we know of.
Bartend or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Cool job, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a girl, like, what is that like? Do you ever get any vibes of like you're working somewhere and they're like, "Yo, you got to keep it fucking tight." Like you're a Redskins cheerleader. Carl's Dan Snyder.
No,
I'm
football
Chase-
team cheerleader.
I'm Chase Young.
Football team cheerleader.
You're Washington football team cheerleader.
Said it again.
He's Dan Snyder. I'm Chase Young. What is it weird?
It's 100% weird.
Like mad weird.
It's weird. And even when you don't expect it, right? You said, I don't have a job like that. But even in jobs that you wouldn't expect it to be, it's a thing.
They tell you like, yo, like look fire, or
They don't tell you, but they tell you.
Got you.
So that's
must be
actually
hard.
funny. I have a.
Or the hiring process reflects it.
100%.
And I've been a part of the hiring process, and it's subliminally there. It's
Got you. Now imagine, like not imagine, but like I'm sure in a competitive like cheerleading, for example, like you don't have. I mean, I guess you don't have to be, but they want you to be skinny and be teed up.
There's like a prototype.
they want you to be of a certain
Like
appearance.
Hooters and like
Yeah.
sugars and like no free ads. Don't go there.
That was the best you could come up with. That was the best you had.
I've been there. I've been
Sugars.
there.
Bigs,
The library.
but that's not like a restaurant.
Yeah, they got food there.
Like,
I'm out. I gotta go.
Live from the library.
Oh,
okay, let's wrap up a
man.
couple more games. Sorry, you have to go through that.
Live from the library. It's no, but okay. So back to that point. You are obviously an attractive girl.
Thank you.
And in regular life, you have to be above like a 4 to get like fucking bullshit attention that you don't want. So I can only imagine as like
That's true. I think
as like a pretty girl.
It's kind of low.
I think a
And
4,
as a pretty girl, it's fucking to the moon.
I
So
think
you're
a
like,
4
Yeah.
as a girl, her DMs are flooded. And then
yeah,
5,
for
6,
sure.
7, 8, 9. Once we get to 6, no shot.
and then even
Them
like,
shits is flooded.
Oh,
like I can imagine.
man.
So I've been fortunate enough to where I've been. I mean, like I've been in a relationship the entirety of my 21-year-old life. So I've never had to go to the bar and try to like pick up on girls.
Got you.
So I could imagine that
Urge.
guys are at the bar are like fucking. Oh my god, like you know when dogs get really hot and they're like,
Oh,
I think
it's interesting. The best one I've ever had. Some dude like came up to me and my friend and like offered to buy us a drink,
Which friend?
which was chill.
Oh, no.
He like offered to buy us a drink, and then he like. It's like weird because when someone offers to buy you a drink, then you feel like you kind of have to like
expect something in return.
stay and hang out, you know?
Yeah.
And the guy literally was like, you don't have to stay and hang out with me. I just really wanted to buy you a drink because you
pretty
guys
tight.
looked really pretty and da 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 da. And I was like, okay, that was tight.
Okay, to bring that full
I've
circle.
actually done, that was my move. Like I'll just buy and be like, all right, like buy and then condescending, like, okay, don't talk to me. I just bought you a drink.
No, but he wasn't condescending. Like he was really nice about it. And it was like, oh crap. But maybe to your point, it did make me want to stay more and chat with you for a minute or two
You can tell he
than
wasn't a verge.
if you
That
hadn't
might
done
be
that.
the wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it is,
saying.
100%. It's like, hey,
It
here's a
might be
drink. I'll
it.
let you enjoy it.
Because then I think, from what I would think as a girl, you subconsciously are like, well, am I not pretty enough for him to hit on? Like, but then I'm sure if like you're a hot girl and it happens all the time, you're like, oh, thank God.
Well,
But-
Yeah.
I was gonna say like it's probably like, so you are genuinely like a nice person, right?
Thank you.
Sometimes, and
I think 100% of the time.
when you like
online.
meet new people, obviously like you got to be nice to them, whatever. So you're not a Washington football cheerleader, you're just a regular person. You got to be nice to them. I think there's some guys that just take that as like, and even me and you, we fuck around. Like if a waitress fucking pays extra attention, you and I are like, oh, we still got it. But like as a girl, and I'm not an asshole in terms of like being like, well, you have to sleep with me because I paid for extra rent. Like when you're nice to someone and they take advantage, like what is that? Like you're just like, yo, do you ever have to be like, yo, I'll just be nice to you. Like I'm not
Sometimes.
trying to smash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then it can
it's
get
a
trickier.
it's a fine line.
But like if you did want to be a cheerleader and then the owner's like, well, you got to smash. Like
Well, even as a
Fuck no, I'm out. I mean, personally, I'm out. But also,
what if it's like your dream? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not my dream. It's not, and let's be honest, those cheerleaders and the dancers, they don't get paid much at all.
I mean,
A lot of them have full-time careers. They're in school. They're
like a side
nurse.
gig to be a
They're
cheerleader?
nurses. Yeah, it's a side job that they do during the
And then
NFL
to put
season.
the cherry on top, the ribbon on the present, whatever you want to call it, Dan Snyder views them as objects.
Exactly.
Because
I think
'Cause he
all
has-
employees are objects.
he has more money than God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, Okay, well, shit, her feelings are hurt. Get another one in here. Like,
Yeah.
so he doesn't really care
Damn, that's crazy.
So you're not doing it for the money, right? You're doing it because it's something that you truly are passionate about and want to do and love. And then you have an asshole like this guy saying things like that. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
unanimously agreed upon worst owner in the NFL, right?
He's got to go. That's just not cool in my book.
That guy sucks.
Well, I just don't. It's whatever. He's gone. Well, hopefully he's gone. I just don't think they can find a buyer. Or
Yeah, true.
'cause
And after this season, they
the,
might not.
Club, like the club of like owners is like I heard they're very selective. It's like no matter. I don't care if you have the money. Like I guess Trump would want to buy a team, but they're like nah.
They have to vote you, don't you? Like it has to be
Yeah.
like the owners
'Cause
association
I mean,
or
there's
whatever.
Some people with a bunch of money, but like some people trying to get in, they're like, we don't want you in our club. Like there's
Yeah.
only 32 of us. Like, nah. Okay,
What
so
if Jeff
But
Bezos?
PSA come with a strong
I
name.
think he's bought.
What if Jeff Bezos bought the NFL?
Ugh, don't get me started.
That'd be fucking.
Well, like, what would
If he
you
does,
like?
hopefully
started.
he uses the Amazon link.
Link.
Amazon.com/sports.
True.
Is there any other games left? I think
Yes, we have a
We
couple.
have your favorite game coming up.
Broncos went over Patriots.
That was strange, but Cam finally dove on a football against the Broncos.
Drew Lock came back.
And we only have the last one. Titans went over Texans.
Nothing memorable happened that game. I don't think so.
So,
You think?
do you guys get the little? Do you have your alerts on for like NFL? Do you have the NFL app? Do you guys have it?
I have ESPN Score Center.
Okay,
ESPN, yeah.
so I have the NFL app and my push notifications are on. Don't know why, but
must
it's
be annoying.
kind of cool sometimes.
Okay.
So you get notifications of like, in this case, Tennessee and who was it? Denver,
Houston.
Houston. Tennessee and Houston are in a close game with like so and so amount of
Oh,
minutes
like
left.
a close game alert?
So it's like,
yeah.
I think it like Houston was. It'll say like Houston is up by 3, and then Denver just got the ball back. Like tune in to catch the end, whatever. Before I clicked on it to get to the game, Derrick Henry had already ran 94 yards.
He's a monster.
I got there and I was like,
He is.
wait, I thought it was. What?
Yeah.
I thought they just got the ball back.
So never mind.
Derrick Henry is a fucking monster. I'm getting spot. I mean, like I just can't catch a break. Unknown quarterback is like he's seeing my shit, and he's not.
He
gonna be on
is
the list
gonna.
this week.
He is shutting you up.
He is not gonna be on the list this week. I'll tell you that.
What if you know how players?
Dude, he threw a pick, and I was like, "Nice throw, Tannehill." And then next thing I know, game's tied, going to overtime. I'm sorry.
You know how players like. they
Please
wear
make
the
sure.
longer
Side
thing?
note. Please make sure Jared Goff's on the list this week. I personally am requesting this. Thank you.
You know when players lift up their shirts and they're wearing something under.
Yeah,
Tannehill's just gonna put like,
my picture.
how's that for the list?
Yeah,
Next.
fuck the list. What's on the green? Like, read them.
We have Bell. You haven't told us about Vegas.
Just went to Vegas this weekend. It was cool. They have the Raider cans for Raider Red. Okay.
A fraud.
A fraud, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
We
Rodgers.
touched.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
Tua. We touched a bit.
Side note on
Sus.
Aaron Rodgers.
Sus.
My me and my dad, like, it's very rare that you get like my whole family in the living room. It's like me and my parents and my sister, right? So we're sitting in there, and then like football's on.
Go. Sorry, Hattie Six just looked at me.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, go ahead. I'll
Okay,
tell you.
so-
I'll tell you later.
Okay,
You're in the living room.
I feel like I need to slap both of you for whatever reason,
No, it's not that.
because fucking syndrome over here with
Okay.
this fucking bullshit hair is like giggling. Anyway, my mom was like, I'm telling him, like, giving him the Aaron Rodgers rundown, right? And then my mom was like, what do you mean he doesn't have a relationship with his family? Like, that's what she got out of
Oh,
it.
she's shocked.
She's like,
fucking
that's
funny.
so mean. Like, how can he not? Is it because of the money? And I was like, long story.
Your mom's tight. Happy birthday to her.
Oh, yeah,
Who's
happy
also
late
named Monica.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Monica.
Yeah.
I didn't like your condescending text after I wished your mom a happy birthday.
Wow.
So I'm in a group chat with his family, me and his family. I know,
Why?
I don't know, super weird, but I love it. And I texted, "Happy birthday, Monica!" All caps, bunch of exclamations. And she's like, "Oh, you're the best, thank you." And then Carl's like, "Yeah, you're such a sweet boy." And I read it in that voice. She's like, "Yeah, what a sweet boy you are."
That's cool.
Fuck you.
That's what you
dude.
are. Is it
Fuck
not? Are you
you.
not a boy?
What
The
y'all?
first time I ever met Carl, I was like, I like him. And why? Because he gives Max so much shit.
We've gotten that a lot. Is like it was like Game of Thrones. Like I used to just own the whole shit. Like I'll just roast it, and then this fucking
Yeah.
dragon.
That's because I'm not good with the comebacks. I'm like that type of person who like 3
Posted
hours
a
later.
video of Clayton Kershaw's jersey burn.
I'll get some practice.
We'll get better. Okay. Is there anything else on the boxes?
Twitter, which we touched base on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got flame.
Yeah.
Okay, Monday Night Football picks. Let's do Monica's Man Crush Monday. Brought to you by who?
Monica.
Oh, we need to throw someone in there. Manscaped? Who is a good one?
Why?
Man Crush Monday, Manscaped. And we now have over 500 views, so suck my dick, Manscaped. And also trim it. I wonder if we can email them and be like, yo.
Just want you to know that we have this many
trim my
views
dick,
and listeners, but we still don't want
Okay,
you.
sorry. Man Crush Monday.
Yes. My Man Crush Monday of the week
Can
is...
your Man Crush Monday be air conditioning?
Please don't be Ryan Tannehill.
It's Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Because
They
today,
lost.
first of all, I'm fully aware. Second of all, today was his 100th game. And if you saw Sunday Night Football game, even the announcers, it was like an Aaron Donald love fest in the beginning. And personally, I'm here for it because it's my all-time favorite player, one of my all-time favorite players, current favorite player. And I think I'm a little biased, yes, because he's on my team, but I think he's fucking solid. He is a beast.
I think that's funny that I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, as boring as I think he's a boring player.
Really?
He's so good that it's just like it's like kind of like LeBron.
Yeah.
Like LeBron drops 40.
I can see
like,
that.
Whatever. So Aaron Donald, I think, is so good, but like so just like it's like a position that doesn't get a lot of notoriety. D lineman, like
That is true.
but
I think that's even more why
I
he's
do
so
think
good.
he's like I think because of that, he's an all-time player. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think I'm gonna give him the LeBron treatment. Not saying he's the best D lineman ever, but he's just so good that it's like I expect every game for him to have like 5. Like if you're like Aaron Donald 5 sacks, and the next week Aaron Donald 5 sacks, Aaron Donald 5 sacks, I'd be like, yeah, I mean,
True.
big whoop.
The fact that he gets double and triple teams as much as he does and still wins them.
Bro, he gets double team more than fucking Riley Reed, bro.
That's crazy.
Dude, I don't know if you guys watched the game, but they were saying that after.
I thought you say watch the video.
Lord. We do.
Okay, anyways. They were saying that after last Sunday's game, Monday, he showed up and did 40 minutes of ab work.
What a goat.
And I was like,
I mean, you can't look like that. He's an asshole for that. You can look like that.
I mean.
Also, shout out to Aaron Donald, ERIN. It was just some buff ass chick.
Really?
biggest
Yeah.
biggest
Did you see
traps
that?
on
That was
earth.
funny.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where you just like, I mean, at least for me, I know Max said he's boring, which I get, but
You know what I'm saying, though.
you literally watch and you're like, how the fuck did he get out of that one? Like, he just threw a
You don't think
300-pound
he's
man into the. I don't think he's boring just because of his versatility. Like, they line him up all across the line, and I think that's pretty sick because you're like, you see someone come around the end and do a strip sack, you're like, oh, fucking defensive end got home, and you're like, no, it was just Aaron Donald lined up outside.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm just.
But I get what you're saying.
I'm
It's
more of
just
like
like
a-
predictable.
I'm
But
more
then
of
would you
like
say
a-
Mike Trout's boring?
Corners. Damn, you got me. No, I wouldn't say that because I love him. If Aaron Donald was on my team, he wouldn't be boring. But since he's on another team and just constantly producing every week, almost looks like the same shit every week, I guess I will. Maybe
It's
we'll
crazy
see.
how we had so I would say before Aaron Donald was Ndamukong Suh, and he was on the Lions, and then the Lions passed on Aaron Donald for Twitter warrior Eric Ebron,
Oh.
and now Aaron Donald is doing this, and the Lions are dead last in
Well,
pressures.
Sue was like.
Might have changed after today.
If you saw our Twitter
He
exchange.
just had a shitty attitude, right? Like he just didn't want to be.
He's
in
like a
Detroit.
bad guy. It seems like.
You know what I thought also is like you can't really blame him. He's probably a bad guy because he has to type his name every day. I tried to type his name today, and it was the most difficult thing I've.
Yeah, but he makes up for it by having a 3-letter last name.
What do you think that like when he's like, "Hi, I'm Ndamukong," or do you think he's like, "Oh, just call me Sue"?
I think so I think there's some people who, as they should, take their name very seriously and want you to pronounce it correctly. Okay. And I think people should make an effort to pronounce your name correctly. Okay. So I get the feeling that he's the type of guy who's like, no, my name is Ndamukong. It's not that hard to say.
No, but I had to spell it.
Yeah, spell it might be a little different.
Fucking hard. It's
Spell it might be a little different. But I mean, you got to be proud of your namesake. So
for sure. I want to say real quick before we wrap up, I mastered something.
okay.
NFL wise, like I have this down to the fucking T. Hat Heat 6. Make sure you're fucking getting this. I have this down.
Okay.
I am the best at fucking watching my games, right? Hitting a halftime shower, coming out, drying Q-tips, right back in bed, it's kickoff. I have this
Damn.
time down to the fucking second. Hop in the shower, fucking Manscaped, fucking shampoo, dry. We have a glass thing, so I have to wipe it. All that shit. And then get back to my bed. and then
Kickoff.
dry Q-tip, sit down, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez kicking off to the Bengals. And I have it mastered. You guys should try it. I don't know if you'll master it as fast as I did. I have it fucking down. I know how long.
I'll tell you, I don't have it mastered, so I'm proud of you because I try to get ready for tonight during halftime.
Took you too long?
Because like the last few weeks I've had 10 a.m. games, right? So I'm like halftime, I'll get ready. I'll be ready for the day come tonight. And it doesn't work out for me.
Or could be this revolutionary idea, and I'm not really sure if it is or if it's not, Shower before your game.
But my game's at 10.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I was dressed and ready to fucking go, sitting on my couch, ready to go to watch my game.
For once, you were.
I think last week.
I make time for the important things, and I'm ready for the important stuff.
I got home at 2:30 last night. I was exhausted. I woke up at like 9. I mean, also, staying up super late Saturday and then sleeping in Sunday, awesome. Woke up at about 9:40, perfect time. Fucking set up my fucking
last
VIP.
week I woke up like at 9:55.
I also need another TV in my room. That's a problem. We need to fix that.
You guys are either gross or weird.
Or both. Showered at halftime, did it fucking, executed it flawlessly.
Too bad your team didn't.
Oh, that was me. So.
Ooh!
All right.
Ouch.
I don't know what you're giggling about. You got your ass whooped today, too.
Kings of the Jungle, week 6. Go ahead.
Clubbed up,
Give
baby.
me your picks for tomorrow night.
Oh,
You have
shit.
Chiefs versus Bills, Cardinals versus Cowboys.
Cardinals, Chiefs.
Do you know the spread?
Cardinals, Chiefs, money line. I don't know.
I'm taking Cardinals, Chiefs too.
Whoa. Someone,
It's going to be, is Andy Dalton starting?
Yeah.
So
So someone's like, what did I say about the Ravens defense, right? And I was like, ooh, what a guru. Like, what do you think of Patrick Mahomes as a sleeper? Like, it's just like, when people say shit like that? Like, it's like yo, Brady this year, bro? Like, Brady, bro.
You said that about my picks.
Okay, so Kansas City minus 5.5 or Arizona minus 1. I'm going to go with the Chiefs minus 5.5, right? Just got to, not going against Mahomes. And then I'm going to go with Dallas plus 1.
ooh.
I don't like that minus 5.5.
Why?
Because where is it?
Buffalo. You like it even more? Yeah, I'm not betting on the Bill. I can't bet against the Chiefs. They score at will. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It seems
They're
like.
pissed off after Oakland.
And what do you think Buffalo
true.
is after getting COVIDed?
Happy.
Oof.
Happy.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
needed this.
Well, for what?
Let me see.
Stop. No, that looks like a bad person with a mustache.
Ooh.
All right.
So yours. So yours.
All right, guys. Week 6, Kings of the Jungle. Follow us on Twitter, MaxFerries27.
Hold a piece of duct tape if your team won this week.
Okay, what's your Twitter?
Sad.
Carl Cervantes 15.
Follow him.
At Zapata, 3 A's at the end.
And then Hat Heat 6 on Instagram.
Doesn't have any
If
sizes.
you like hats, just follow him. But if you don't like hats, still follow him. Support the show. Follow 12 Ounce Sports on Twitter. Also, they're doing great things. There's shows like every week, every day. Those guys do a great job.
You do.
That group chat is popping.
The group chat is popping. I was gonna say I don't.
That is so
I'm
true.
like whatever about it.
That group chat is like the Chiefs offense.
Yeah. So
It's on.
Tune in 12 on Sports. Thank you guys for watching. Retweet. Drop hearts in the fucking chat. Love the hearts. I don't even know if they really do anything, but
I don't know either.
yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back next week. I think.
See you next week.
Hopefully. Who you guys play next week?
We got the Falcons next week.
You got Browns.
All right, guys. See ya.